In France, Jiu-Jitsu is not famous like Judo. Judo is very famous here, and we are in the shadow of Judo here. So everybody, when you talk about Jiu-Jitsu, they think about Judo. So we try to find our place here in France, but now it's better. Jiu-Jitsu arrived in France in 1995, so it's very young. I began Jiu-Jitsu in 1999 in Paris. With a blue belt. And this guy told to me, come, we're going to train in the big academy in Paris. It's Selachii. It was the first one in France. And I began there, and I got my black belt there. And then after I moved in another academy. And after I changed and go in south of France to open my academy. She's a tough girl. I never met this girl in tournament in IBJJF, so it's the first time, so I'm excited for that. She's very tough. And she's very fast when she does Jiu-Jitsu. So it's different. It's not my game, but I'm excited to fight with her, and we'll see if I can win.
Polaris was a great experience, one of the best shows I ever see. They're super organized, they're awesome. Polaris 2 was the same training what I always do, drill a lot, then all night I roll in Aventura, in the morning I drill Rumpa, and yeah, we trained really hard for this fight. I have a lot of respect for Michelle. She's like 8 times world champion. But I'm really proud of myself. I did train hard. And then this high level, one mistake can be the finish. I think she have a really good spider guard. Her guard is really good. Her top game is a lot of pressure. She's like old school. And yeah, it's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be a battle. 2 world champions. I know she's really tough. And it's gonna be a battle between 2 world champions.
For me, training always stays the same. I grind, I train every day, I teach every day, but I make sure I get good training with my brother. I train with Eddie Bravo all the time, and I have a sick squad. 10 Planet SD, 10 Planet Oceanside. Everyone in there's, they're animals, they're beasts. They come in and they try to kill me. So, no matter what, every day at the gym is war. Is no matter what battles in there, and that's what I like to do. I just like to train with my team, and they push me, I push them, and we keep getting better and better. When I don't feel like doing jiu-jitsu, I dance, I break. That's what I like to do, I feel like breakdancing is challenging on my body, and it's draining mentally and physically. Is something that a lot of people will never be able to understand, But to me, it's what got me here, what got me a black belt in 3 years. It's pretty much being able to train and dance on my own and practice my techniques through dancing, Dancing is gonna benefit me and jiu-jitsu in many different ways. Just being already a b-boy, a dancer, naturally you want to be innovative. You want to switch the move around. You want to flip the move around. You know, I learned something, I'm gonna flip it around and add my own flavor to it. Maybe you've seen this armbar before, but the way I'm gonna do it is gonna be my style because of my body type and my mind. It's different, you know? So everyone has their own little flavor, their own little fingerprint on certain moves. And I feel my dancing background and just the way my body type is gave me a different style. You know, just naturally, it happened to be that way. And plus, me being unique to the 10 Planet system as well, you know, we just come up with our own style, so it's the 10 Planet Freaks. That's what we're doing here. We're the 10 Planet Freaks. And our style, you can't really explain it. It just freaks.
Don't sleep, baby. 10 Planet Osaka, 10 Planet San Diego representing. Freaks don't sleep. Oof.
It's tough. It's tough, to say the least. His style is something that's hard to get used to. And just when you think you're figuring out a right style to beat him, you know, his timing is just so good with everything he does. It's always impressive to watch him. And then to see like how not only he has been able to build up his game to the point that it is, but to see his students do the same is very impressive. The training is always tough, but it's always well enjoyed. I'll pick up techniques here and there with him, for sure. If there's a few things I can latch onto, I'll do that immediately. But mostly for me, I listen to like his concepts and how he approaches competition. An issue with me for a long time was being able to be aggressive and kind of just go on the attack and not worry as much about the technique. I noticed that I would try to make the technique look good, try to be as much of a perfectionist as possible, which I still try to do. But there's got to be a point where we just go, where we go after things, where we pick up the pace. So I try to really, you know, do that now, and I feel like him telling me that over and over again is finally starting to get through my head. I mean, I train in New York, but I grew up across the Hudson River in Jersey, and I'm still there now. For me, like all the guys live in New York, but I've always felt comfortable doing my own thing, living my own life, and kind of getting away from everything. Because as much as I like to train and be on the mats as much as possible, I like to have like time where I'm just away from everything, away from everyone, and that helps me keep my sanity. If I live a 24/7 crazy lifestyle of just training and then still living in New York, I think that'd be too much for me. I even lived in Brooklyn for 2 months, and that was a nightmare. So being in Jersey is a place I've always felt comfortable, and so yeah.
Your favorite titles are now all in one place. Go to Digitsu.com, create an account, then download the free Digitsu app. Access your Digitsu library anywhere. Download the free Digitsu app today.